Hello ladies and gentlemen, I'm Knight of Squires and this is Crusader Kings 3. I cannot tell you how excited I am to be playing this. I've been looking forward to this game for years at this stage, but since it got announced earlier this year, I've been absolutely stoked to bring it to you all. As always, if this is your first time joining me, welcome. If not, welcome back. I know it's been a little bit of a while since I released anything. Life got in the way and I had to put this on the back burner a little bit. But we are back today and this is Crusader Kings 3. Look at how beautiful this map is, all of the gorgeous colours all over it. I absolutely love this. Today we're going to be deciding who we're playing. I've seen a lot of people playing in the Holy Roman Empire, in France, England, playing as the Vikings, both in 867 and in 1066, which is what this year point is. This is the map as of the 15th of September, 1066. This is, I've seen people playing as the Seljuks, a couple of people playing in India, some Mongol players. What I've not seen is a great deal of people playing on the African continent. So I decided that today we're going to begin a playthrough as Ghana. We're going to play as Makan Tunka Menin of Ghana because I honestly, absolutely, I think there's a decision you can make as an African ruler where you can unite all of Africa. And I think that that is a worthy goal to be aiming for. I like the idea of uniting this entire continent and having the entire thing under our rule. It's a nice thing to aim for in the later game, as it were, which is where I feel that I struggle as a player to maintain a goal past sort of forming an empire. So if I've got the idea of forming the entirety of Africa, we'll be able to do that, and then we'll see who can possibly stop us at that stage. So Makan Tunka Menin is forgiving, which is nice. He is lustful and he is arbitrary. These are not all great traits. Arbitrary is an awkward one, but it is quite good for roleplay purposes because you can kind of decide almost on the fly what you feel like doing. We are going to be trying to roleplay this playthrough wherever possible, as I think it is my preferred way of playing this game. I think it's a much more interesting way of doing it. So without further ado, we will get into the game. I would normally play it on Iron Man, but we're not playing this one on Iron Man purely because sometimes the recording goes a bit funny and I don't want to lose hours and have to recap it or start again or some nonsense. So I can just save it at the end of every session and we can go from there. So let's have a look. As I say, this is Makan Tunka Menin of Ghana. This is our character. He is an adequate bargainer, so he's got +4 diplomacy. He's alright traits wise. He's not fantastic, but he's certainly not terrible by any stretch of the imagination. Good starting prestige of 750, 200 piety. We are over our domain limit straight off the bat. We've got a single duchy and then a boatload of counties. I don't know how many of these counties are within that particular duchy, so it's those ones. So if we potentially maintain all of the ones that are supposed to be in this duchy, which I think actually, yeah, that one is supposed to be in my duchy, we can, let's have a look. So we own all of this, so if we keep this, we can create some duchies over here straight off the bat, just before we get into the game proper, just because with us over our domain limit, it causes some mild issues. This is a high learning character. I'd like to keep him on side where possible, but look, you see this over the domain limit here gives us a -30 opinion penalty right off the bat, which is, I think personally, a little bit much maybe. Are we able to create the duchy tier title here? Is that a thing we can afford? I doubt it with only 70 gold. Yeah, we need 250 to create these duchies. So that's definitely something that I want to be considering doing. We might give out Kita. Let's just go to our court. Who have we got? This is our guest. He's got a really nice stewardship. So stewardship is how you run your realm, and it affects how much taxes you get, which obviously will then affect how many taxes I get. Give him 10 gold to come and join my court, and then imprison him. No, I'm kidding. As funny as that would be. We'll give him the county of Kita. That helps him. And then who else? What else have we got that is specifically... You own all of those, don't you? Yep, you own Kingui and Karata. Or Kata? Yeah, Kata. Then over here we own this as well, which we can probably get rid of and give this to somebody else. Let's give Tiraka to somebody. You are also a good steward. You are, however, you are... Can't give titles because I can't give them to women. Boo. Boo. Go away, Reddit. Turn those off later. So, in that case, it will have to be you. And you can be given a title of Tiraka, which will bring me down to a domain limit of 5. And then I guess I can give one of these away. I don't really want to, honestly. So what I might do instead is find myself a spouse who, rather than going for... Although High Chieftain of Ghanan is a nice... Where is Ghanan? Ghanan is all... to be honest, it's all the way over there. Borgu would be a bad one. I mean, if I can get Elmor Avid to give me a wife, that would be great. But he doesn't have any daughters, so that's not a hugely beneficial one. If we can get a spouse with a good... Yeah, see this? It's not an ideal marriage for alliance purposes, but with a stewardship of 20, I lose 300 prestige. Yikes. Either way, we'll do that. That'll get me married. And then I can have her helping with my realm management. And it should increase my domain limit quite spectacularly. Then we need to pick a lifestyle focus. So he's an adequate bargainer. So he likes to bargain with people. Everybody likes gold. I'm not going to lie, I'm thinking maybe going for a stewardship focus just to really double down on this. He's not particularly fond of duty. He's an arbitrary character. Focusing on the domain could potentially work, and wealth. He's not greedy. What else we got in diplomacy? Foreign affairs, majesty. Majesty might not be terrible, actually. We do gain an increased experience in this because of our lifestyle, because of our education. But I don't know if it's... Yeah, see, arbitrary affects stewardship, so it's kind of a bit iffy. But we do have currently +1 limit. We'll get -2 domain taxes. We have got quite a high intrigue score. Natural dread of +15. Monthly change. So we are going to steadily increase in dread a little. We could go down an intrigue route. We have got quite a high intrigue score. I think it might be fun to play an intrigue character. I've not done one of these for a while. Intimidation focus. Given the threats, both overt and subtle, guide the path to true power. Natural dread +30 might not be terrible. It might be fun. Yeah, let's go with an intimidation focus. Can kind of justify that as a character. What other issues have we got? Titles can be created, yeah, but we don't have the gold for that. Our son can marry Cambine DRSO. He can marry, so I think he should go for something with a potential alliance. Bono? Borgu? Have we got a Borgu? Yao? No. I don't know where Bono is. If I scooch this over to one side, close that. Usually if you hover over it, it will light up the county. Ah, it's down there. See, that's not great either. Ghanan is better, but it's just massive. Yao, where is Yao? Oh, Yao is one county all the way over there. So I think Ghanan is just going to have to be Ghanan is going to have to be it. She is already 28, but he's only 16, so we'll start with that. And that should be a good place to start, at least. I can take concubines, which we are... Do I want to take concubines? Under concubine limit is affecting my prestige. He is lustful. I feel like taking concubines would be sensible at this point. We can take that one. Let's just take the full concubines because we can. There we go. So they've all been taken as concubines. We have a full set now. His marriage is already sorted. Powerful vassals would like... you'd like to be on the council. What are you good at? You are better than this guy, but he's probably also a powerful vassal. He is also a powerful vassal. Are you good at anything worth talking about? So you're better at this. You're also... All of my vassals are all of my powerful vassals are currently on here. There's nothing much I can do about this, so we might as well pick the better ones. So you are the best at that. So fire him. You're the best at that, so you can stay there. You are you the best chancellor I've got? Yep, so you get to stay. Marshal, are you the best marshal I've got? I hope not, with only a 11, but it's looking potentially like it. Are you a powerful vassal? Nope. So I don't have to care about you. So you can stay there. And finally, the Spymaster. See, you are a powerful vassal, not currently on the council because were you sacked from the council? Yep, you were sacked, but you do have a higher intrigue than this guy, so you can go on there. And there, look, that chills him right out. You are not found. Oh, are you? Who are you? Ibadi. An organized Muslim faith. Yikes. You should... Can I need to find a hook on you, clearly, because you do not like me at all. So, where are you based? Located in Masin. Right. Spymaster, find me some secrets in Masin, please. Because I would like a hook on this gentleman so that I can convert him to my faith, so that he doesn't try and cause some nonsense. There we go. So from there we can begin playing the game. It's quite an opening, but here we go. So I think the first thing we're going to start trying to do is try and conquer some more land where possible. I'm now married. Yay. Go back to my council. See, managed domain gives me +10 stewardship. That feels good. That gives me an increased domain limit. So that sorts out all of those issues I was having. My domain limit is actually now 6. I wouldn't have even had to give away Tiraka. But this gives me nice batch of levies. These are bought with gold now, so we can raise those shortly. We'll save up some gold. We are getting quite a lot of taxes at this point. Like, oh my. Oh my. Look at that. It's because I've got quite a large domain at this stage. So this gives me quite a significant tax bump. But, well, useless census in decreasing the amount of taxes I get because my new steward is pretty much useless. Awesome. So we should probably start off. I mean, only having 2,300 men is not ideal, honestly. I've got my 8 champions. I could really do with more soldiers. How many men have you got? 500. Yeah, I think we're going to start off with conquering a couple of the smaller nations around me just to I can raid for captives and sacrifice them. That could be fun. Conquer the county. It is the entire county, and that cost me 100 piety. God, why is that so expensive? Oh, defender is of my faith. Well, that makes sense, I guess. So we'll do that. We'll raise our armies and we'll go marching. In we go. We have declared war. I can indeed call in my allies, but they get snotty if you call them in too many times, and I don't feel like I'm going to need the assistance on this. So I'm not going to call them in. Instead, I'm just going to crush this army here and then wander over to their capital and sack it. Because it seems like a nice and easy win. Nice easy win. Let's go over there. Debegumi Wati of Taraka is my current commander with 23 advantage. He has got Never Back Down and Chivalry Focus and is an aggressive leader. He is pretty good. Well, we get to fight this fight again, just to really, really crush that, really push that home. Oh, and we've captured him, so we don't even have to wait for it to be sacked. And my wife is pregnant. Perfect. So let's enforce our demands. We'll take that. Thank you very much. That's mine. Disband all armies. I can't tell you how nice it is that disbanding my armies doesn't lose me men just because there are other people now. It's great. He doesn't think there are. So despite our best efforts, my agents have yet to uncover any secrets at Debegumi Thakia's court. I do not believe we will ever find anything either. There is less going on here than a graveyard at noon. I don't believe you. I would not be so certain, and therefore you shall keep at it. We now have people in our prison. We have this prisoner here who we can execute and gain dread and piety. He is of my faith, but we can behead him. Or what else can we do? Torture him, move to the dungeons, ransom. He's not, see, I'd only get a favour, so I'm not hugely concerned about this ransom. No, so I think we just execute him, gain some piety back. Dead. There we go. But we've become slightly more dreadful. And I feel like this is going to very quickly become a thing. We're going to become the most dreadful, like the most terrifying ruler in the world. And I'm okay with this, if that's how this character wants to go down. No wanting. That's our house motto. We are noteworthy. We are of a noteworthy house, which means that we get 300 prestige upon birth, and marrying in gives an additional 200. It's a decent, you know, we're a decent, yeah, I'm happy. There's only 2 living members of our house currently, so we need to get that bumped up a little. foreign is culture. Oh, so you're... Oh, yeah, I need to demand that conversion as well. You won't, however. Yeah, I should probably work on that. So this is now mine. I like it. And let's... Where should we go next? I mean, we may as well continue down this path, surely. We'll declare this war to conquer that county. Oh, I don't have the piety now. Ugh. Well, we could raid for captives, I guess. Nope, don't have the piety for that either. Duchies are going to be expensive in this region. Okay. What about if we raid this guy for captives? He's got so many more men than me. This would be a terrible idea. Well, who's a different religion? Ah, you are a different religion. You there. So if I... Oh no, you are the same religion. Ugh. No, that cost me 100. What, this guy? I know this guy's also a different religion. So we could declare war to raid for captives. Still costs... Ah, see, that costs prestige. So we could expand out and take this province here. I don't know how many men this man has. 900 and no allies. Let's go. Let's declare war. Let's get a little bit of expansion going. Where possible, let's get expanding. This is what we basically want to be doing. We want to be expanding out because eventually we want to conquer all of Africa. And it's easier if we get an early expanse out and take a lot of land here while they're all still individual counties rather than huge duchies that they eventually become. It just makes it much, much easier. When they're duchies and things, it's significantly more expensive to conquer them. I kind of want to crush this army before I go wandering off, but it's not like I have to worry too much. So we're just going to go into Jawal and... Or Jawal. Jawal? Jawal. I have a new son with my wife. He shall also be named Tunkamenin. He will be Tunkamenin the second. May you grow to be strong and wise, my son. So, there we go. Tunkamenin the second. Oh, wow. You should grant Sigu to someone. Oh, because it's the wrong government type. Which one's Sigu? It's this one. Why is this the wrong... Oh, it's tribal. Okay, well, we'll give it to somebody else. Let's give it to this guy. He's decent enough. It's not quite as decent as I would like, but... there you go, he's 13. There you go. He is a hunchback, however. But he's an administrator, so we'll give it to him. Grant the title of... Where's Sigu? Can I not give it to him? Why can I not give it to him? Ah, it's because it's in the county of Dodugu. Dodugu... There you go. Wait, how did that... Became your vassal. Good. I thought for a moment there that he had somehow split from me. I was about to get very angry. But no. There we go. He's now my vassal. He is of the correct faith. All sorted. It's the Bidu faith, or Bidaism. Twins is actually considered a virtue. That's cool. As is humble and calm. Despite our best efforts, have yet to uncover any secrets. However, I still believe there is something going on in the shadows. I only need a little more time to determine what it is. If there is anything, we shall find it. We shall continue to do so. We are steadily increasing in our intimidation. I think we're going to potentially go for truth is relative first, as it will give us the ability to force secrets or force hooks on people, and then maybe go down the dark Every time you torture somebody, you can get +1 intrigue or +1 prowess. That's terrifying. Yeah, and go down the torturer route perhaps to help increase the dread that we inspire in everybody that we meet. So I can't really argue with that. And we'll take this county here. I don't know where his army has gone, but I'm about to conquer the land, so I don't overly care. Don't know where he's gone. He's wandered off somewhere. But I have conquered it. It gives me 31%, and slowly it will give me a ticking war score because I own the bit that I have asked for, or I've gone to war for. So I'm happy to continue on with that. I'm not endorsed by my Hogon. She's not hugely fond of me currently. She's honest, patient, lazy. Maybe I can try and befriend her. 25% chance of that working. Try and sway her. 66. We'll go with that. Just got to get her to like me a little bit so that she'll endorse me and pay all of my pay me money. In the meantime, let's get her to convert the faith in that country as well. Really want to be getting rid of the Muslim influence in this county. Yeah, see the ticking war score here now. Perfect. That will help clear all of that. Oh, should probably unpause it. And then we will... I don't know why this is not besieging. Oh, because it's not the county capital. Barony of Silla is there. Let's get this battle, potential battle in 20 days, which we will win probably decisively. As we have more commander traits, better commanders, more soldiers, and are defending a river crossing. We have higher quality soldiers and more of them. Seems somewhat unfair, and as such we have one. So from there we will move into the Barony of Silla. Usually I like to just kind of hit the capital at this point, because hitting the capital from this moment usually means that we can capture the faction leader themselves, not the faction, the county leader, duchy leader themselves. Located in Takur. Yeah, he's here. We could just dash over there and try and capture him. That's probably what we're going to do. Enemy combatants captured. Cool. So we can just, at this point, execute them. And given that he's considered evil, allowing me to execute him without being a tyrant, gains me 10 dread and 25 piety. So this is what we like to do. We'll just keep executing prisoners and things like that, really. Conquering land, executing prisoners, and become a leader that inspires dread. Our ally over in Ghanan has called us to war. Against who? Against Bilma. Sorry, Bilma. Oh, it is a holy war. What is Bilma when it's at home? He's Arabic. Muslim, sorry. Wrong word. Okay, in that case, let's... we'll accept that, but I don't know if I'm going to be sending any men over there just yet. Depends how my war over here goes. So we'll win this, and I think we'll call it a day for today. I can now create duchy titles. I have almost enough gold. But what I think I'm going to do instead is I'm going to create some man-at-arms regiments. Armoured footmen are good. They counter spearmen. Pikemen counter both kinds of cavalry. Light cavalry counter archers. Archers counter skirmishers. Skirmishers counter heavy infantry. and Sahel horsemen counter archers and heavy infantry. We'll see. We'll have a look around what most people are totting at the moment. Because like this guy, for example, he's just got levies. He doesn't have man at arms. What about, so Manding is going to be the biggest threat, I think, and he's got predominantly Guinean uplanders, which are skirmishers, and light footmen, which are skirmishers. So we're going to want archers really to deal with this, because archers deal with skirmishers. So archers would probably be a good shout here. So let's get a couple of units of archers. Just to give us that extra bit. They do eat into our cash flow at the moment, but we have 100% of the war score. Let's enforce the demands and gain 75 fame and 75 prestige. Winning wars is a really good way to boost your fame and get your nation known. At this point, as I say, we will leave it there, and then in the next episode we will traipse over and help solve this holy war and raise all of our soldiers and get things like that going up again. So, thank you very much for joining me today. If you have enjoyed the video, please consider dropping it a like, a comment, or a subscribe to the channel to see more content like this. I will be uploading more Crusader Kings 3 videos probably every day or every couple of days for a little while. We'll be, as I say, doing this playthrough to conquer all of Africa. So the intention is we'll go until we have all of Africa. This is going to be fun when we have to start kicking out the Fatimids or whoever takes over in the inevitable crusade for Egypt. Thank you very much again for joining me, and I hopefully will see you all again tomorrow.